Hello and welcome. My name is Mike Hammer and I have an important message I'd like to share with you today. Thank you for joining me. I want to talk to you about a very important subject to all of us, and that is, what will work look like in the 21st century and how will it be conducted? And why is that important? Because we all know there's a shortage of talent. It's not an uncommon thing to know that there are 60 million baby boomers who are going to be retiring or leaving the permanent workforce. And it's not uncommon to know that Gen Xers are wanting to push their way up and millennials are wanting to get in and learn fast. But all of this boils down to getting parts and pieces of the larger picture rather than getting a consolidated message of information that helps you understand how we got here and where we're going. So I took the opportunity to gather some information and data that would be important to know in order to conduct work in the gig economy that's developing in the 21st century. For example, it's important to know that 1 in 3 of our workers today are part-timers or temporaries or independents or freelancers, and that's going to grow to nearly 50% within this decade. It's also important to know that 33% of the boomers that have already left the workforce have entered some form of freelancing or free agent work to help bridge the skills gap that you've heard talked about continuously. It really boils down to mathematics. We just don't have enough of the right skills, people with the right skills and the right training and education to fill the jobs of the future. So it caused me to dig into the facts, get the information, and get it consolidated so it's understandable for not only boomers who are still in the marketplace or those that have left, but also for Gen Xers who are looking to move up and figure out how to do that and take advantage of the boomers before they do leave. And the millennials who are in college or out of college, living at home, trying to figure out what's happened to the marketplace and why they can't qualify for 3.9 million open to fill full-time jobs that we have available. So the only way I could best describe that was to take the information and put it in book form so that you can understand it, so that your grandchildren and my grandchildren can understand how we got here and where we're going. What are the opportunities? What will work look like in the 21st century, and how will it be conducted? Now, I know the title says Boomerville, getting off the corporate merry-go-round, but it's really about the journey that boomers have taken to get to this point and how their leaving the workforce will impact how work is conducted in the future. It's also important to understand that the journey isn't over. It's really only beginning for our children and grandchildren, so that they can understand how to apply that knowledge to work in the 21st century. Some people call it gigs, others call it projects, others call it independent contracting. In any case, there are plenty of forms to be a part of the workforce, but not as an employee. In fact, 50% of every company 50% of the workers in a company will be employees, and the balance will be subject matter experts, independent contractors brought in. And even millennials have learned this in terms of signing up with online staffing platforms to do web design and other technical skills, and I address that in the book. Now, I would like to ask you to consider the book, and you'll find it online at many online stores, Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble, and many of the major bookstores. But remember that you can also find the book, Boomerville, Getting Off the Corporate Merry-Go-Round, under my pen name, Michael Hibb, H-I-B, Michael Hibb. And you can Google that, or you can go to Amazon or the online stores, and you can buy it in all the forms. It's available in ebook, paperback, and hardbook. And I hope you'll take advantage of the information in the book as a takeaway of understanding more about what's happened to get us here, how boomers can participate in filling the skills gap going forward, and how Gen Xers can benefit from brain picking the boomers who will be moving out, and how millennials can take advantage of the independent workforce right out of college. So I hope you'll pick up the book someplace and let me know how you enjoyed it. You can reach me at www.michaelhib.com, or you can look me up on LinkedIn, Facebook, or the social medias, and I'll be glad to get your feedback. Be sure to go to the online stores and give you a rating of my book. I'd appreciate that as well. Again, I'm Mike Hammer. Thank you for joining and listening to my message. And pick up the book, Boomerville, Getting Off the Corporate Merry-Go-Round by Michael Hib, H-I-B. That went pretty good.